Okay, so I want to do a quick video to go through interviews, but principally how to end an interview. And I don't even want to come at this from the angle of the interviewee, i.e. the person being interviewed. I actually want to come at it from the other side of the desk, the interviewer. You see, for me, there is a hugely missed opportunity in the way that most companies end their interviews. From my own experience, only a handful of companies that I've ever been interviewed by or supported in their interview process have been good at ending interviews. The old saying goes, first impressions count, and whilst that's true, I don't think that companies consider the importance and the significance and the repercussions of not ending their interviews in a positive manner. Most companies simply don't sell their company. They don't sell their company to try to wow the person being interviewed. And on many occasions, if I ask a company that I'm supporting why they haven't ended an interview with that in mind, it tends to be, well, we've decided in the interview that that person, for one reason or another, isn't right for the role. So what's the point in selling them the company? Well, I think that's a hugely missed opportunity for the following reasons. And I'm going to give you a quick example of why that was for me. When I originally came into recruitment, I had an interview with, I had several interviews with several different companies. And most of the companies that I went to interview with never bothered wowing me at the end of it. One company to use as an example, I went to 3 consecutive days worth of interviews with them for a first, second and third stage, only to be rejected at the third stage. And whilst I'd gone in for that interview wanting that company over other companies that I went out to, by the end of it, I was, if I'm being honest, probably quite relieved that they rejected me because it saved me a bit of an issue. I knew they were a very good company, and even today they've gone on to be an international outfit and very well respected and get great results. But the way they ended each of those interviews, it gave me a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth. For example, at the second stage interview, the 2 hiring managers started talking about what they were going to have for lunch that day, as if I wasn't even in the room anymore. They didn't bother trying to sell me the company or wow me in any way. It was almost as if there was an arrogance that I was obviously going to want to work for them, and they didn't even need to sell me the company. And to a degree, even after 10 years, if I'm being really honest, when someone asks me about that particular company, what are my thoughts of them, even though I've never worked for them, and I know they're a very good company, and I even know people that have worked or still work for that company and they're very good at what they do, my opinion of them's tarnished because of my own experience. When someone asks me specifically about my thoughts of that company, I have a tarnished viewpoint of them, so I probably won't speak of them in the greatest light. But think of how many people that you've rejected or that companies go on to reject for their company that don't bother selling, that go on to work with people or know people that could be potential employees of your business. How many potential people could have gone to work for your company if the reputation that was given when asked about you from someone who had been to interview for you was very much, wow, they were absolutely brilliant. I didn't get the job, but what an amazing company they were. How many people have you interviewed over the last decade or so that you haven't bothered wowing? If you had have wowed those people, how many people inadvertently could have wanted to come and work for you? And in the candidate-led environment that we're in now at the moment, where there's such a lot of competition in virtually all industries, why wouldn't you try to utilise an opportunity like that, even with people that are going to be unsuccessful or you don't feel are suitable for your business? It's a hugely missed opportunity by not ending your interviews by wowing candidates. If you want expert support with your recruiting program in your business and you want to utilise a company that knows what they're doing, can formulate a proper roadmap and a strategy to improve your retention and your hiring program over a long period of time, that is where we come in. If you want to use our services or are interested in having a conversation to see how we can help your company, do get in touch. I will put the contact links below on whatever social media platform you're watching this video on.